Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
After the Marine Corps, I was diagnosed with PTSD and became homeless for 15 years. Like a hermit living on the street, I just existed. I came to Wheeler Mission. Wheeler operates on a culture of kindness. Going through their programs reminded me that my meaning in life is to serve God. God set me free from anxiety and depression. Before Wheeler, I just existed, but today I live.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine. All right, guys. Look alive.
Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving.
When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get him.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.IndianaSRN.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
In today's rapidly evolving energy landscape, compliance is more than just a checklist. It's the foundation of operational reliability, safety, and trust. And here in Indianapolis, we're honored to be at the heart of that mission. We collaborate with asset owners, operators, helping them stay ahead of NERC standards and grid demands. Our electrical engineering and compliance experts provide hands-on support tailored to your fleet. As expectations rise and regulations evolve, you deserve a partner who brings more than just expertise. You need commitment, clarity, and confidence.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort, fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there, it's just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with On Demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Hey Indiana, let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Well, after 4 months of the regular season, it is finally time for the conference tournament here in the Heartland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Two teams that have already battled twice this year, number 6 seeded Hanover and number 3 Rose-Hulman right here inside Holbert Arena. I'm Charlie Harris alongside Chris Schumer, but before we get into today's pregame coverage, let's take you through the sponsors who make this afternoon's broadcast possible. Starting with Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local hometown John Deere dealer since 1955. With 5 central Indiana locations, Reynolds meets all your equipment, parts, and service needs. Boilermakers Local 374, representing skilled workers across Indiana. Discover the Boilermaker advantage with Local 374. Burtner Electric, spark with confidence, your trusted electrical partner since 1986. Wheeler Mission, helping our neighbors in need since 1893, thanks to generous, caring individuals like you. Morales Group Staffing, building better futures one story at a time. Let us help you find your next opportunity. LifeWise Academy. LifeWise Academy brings Bible education to public school students during school hours. Learn more at lifewise.org. La Una, the Build America Union, 500,000 strong, fighting for better wages, safer job sites, and greater opportunity. And last but not least, IndianaSRN Sports Page. Sports from border to border and coast to coast. Your source for high school and college sports coverage. Well, it is Saturday, February 21st, and that means it is the opening round of the HCAC Conference Tournament. Today's matchup inside Holbert Arena is the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers at 16-9, and the visiting Hanover Panthers coming in at 13-12. Chris, this is a Hanover team that has beaten the top teams in the HCAC. They've beaten Transylvania, Franklin Anderson, so many great teams, but they come into this game at just a game above 500 in a bit of a slide right now. They've lost 4 of their last 5. They're on a 3-game losing streak, but this is a Hanover program that knows how to win games come tournament time. So what can we expect from a Hanover team that has struggled lately but has tournament success, as we know?
Right. Do you want to be the team in this game that won the previous meetings, or would you rather be in Hanover's spot where you don't have very much to lose? You know, you're the lower seed. You're a program that's won a lot of basketball games in the last decade. They've advanced in the postseason. They've got one of the best players in the conference. This is a really, really tough matchup for Rose-Hulman as the higher seed.
Yeah, and the last time these two teams played was earlier this month, February 4th. It was at Hanover. That game went into double overtime. Rose-Hulman ended up winning 87-80, but it took 2 overtimes to decide a winner. It's Nick Sales trying for his 3rd win against Hanover in one season. Before this season started, Nick Sales, Rose-Hulman's head coach, was 0-7 against Hanover in his first 4 years, and now he's beaten them twice in one season. So can he beat them 3 times? But let's talk about Hanover and their best player. It's Malachi McNair. He is everywhere. He's only a sophomore. He's a 6'7" forward. He averages the most rebounds per game in the HCAC. He's got the best field goal percentage in the conference, averages one of the most points in the conference. He is the best player in the league. And in a must-win elimination game, he is going to be the answer for Hanover tonight.
Well, of course, Rose-Hulman knows that.
Right.
Everyone in the gym is going to know that. But to your point, you know, he's got to get the ball. He's got to get touches on every possession. You pointed out he's not a guy who shoots many threes, 2 for 7 on the year. So we don't expect that's going to be how he's going to beat Rose-Hulman. But he's going to do a lot inside that arc.
Yeah, Malachi McNair, 70% shooter on this season, and he takes a lot of shots, a lot of high percentage looks. So look for number 32 on Hanover, Malachi McNair. And for Rose-Hulman, they've won their last 3 games. They've won 4 of their last 5. They're 13-5 in conference play. And you're going to rely on your upperclassmen, guys like Daniel Savovich, guys like Cole Pride, to really be efficient and take good looks to start this game.
Well, and of course you can't go without mentioning Joey Schmitz, who's one of the top 3-point shooters in the conference. He was a year ago. He was breaking records during his freshman season. His sophomore season, a little more of a known product, so I'm sure he's going to get a lot of attention, but he's a guy that Rose-Hulman's going to need to make shots today.
And we will send it to the national anthem back in a moment.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
Welcome back inside Holbert Arena. Charlie Harris joined by Chris Schumerth. The Engineers 16-9 on the year, 13-5 in conference play. And you look at Hanover getting their starting lineups ready. There's number 1, Cam Freeman. Number 2, Jeremiah Alexander, the lead backcourt for Hanover. And then number 11, the small forward, Jack Miller. And there's number 32, Malachi McNair, the leading scorer, the leading rebounder. And then the number 2 option for Hanover right there, 35, C.J. Walls. He's only 6'1", but he averages the second most rebounds per game on the team. He pulls down about 5 to 6 rebounds per game, does C.J. Walls. And here comes the Engineers starting lineups. It's Kobe Studemeyer, the senior. The freshman now, Evan Gentili. There's number 10, Daniel Savovich, your lead guards. And then here come the big fellas. Number 23, Cole Pride. And then number 32, Jack Jenigas. First impressions on Rose-Hulman starting lineups. I do not see Joey Schmitz getting a start today. Also something to note, Nate Smith is in street clothes today, so he is inactive.
Yeah, so as soon as you see Savovich running out there, something's got to give. And so interesting to see how much we'll see Schmitz and how early.
So the last 3 games for Hanover, they've been out-rebounded. So you got to think for Coach John Miller and this team, in a sudden death, must-win type of game, you need to be aggressive on the boards, because those last 3 games for Hanover, they played Transylvania, Franklin, and Hanover. 3 of the top teams in the conference, and here you are against Rose-Hulman. You got to think rebounding going to be incredibly important for Hanover this afternoon.
Yeah, and I want to make another point here about the difference between Savovich and Schmitz. So Savovich can certainly make the 3, but he has not shot the 3 well this season. So interesting decision here. You have to think maybe there's some sort of injury or something like that with Schmitz. But he is dressed. I see him on the bench. I'm sure he'll make his way into this game at some point.
Just an interesting thing to note, right before the conference tournament starts, you don't have your leading scorer in the starting lineup. Just pretty interesting, but we'll see how that goes. So Rose-Hulman, they start with the ball after McNair tipped the tip-off out of bounds. So here come the Engineers in their opening possession. Pride backing down Walls, spins, loses his balance, and they'll reset with 10 on the shot clock. Gentili tries to move, pass to the corner, Savovich for 3, and it swirls down.
I told you, every time I see them play, Savovich seems to be a very important factor in the game.
Rose-Hulman, their last 2 games, they've knocked down 27 threes. And in their first possession, they already have 1. The Engineers back the other way after the forced turnover. It's Jenigas working on Walls. Spins left, too strong.
You can see some of their game plan already. They feel like they've got the size advantage on Hanover. They're going to try to take advantage of the post play.
Walls kicks, wing, Alexander for three, yes.
Interesting your point about Walls as the second leading rebounder. He's listed as a guard, but boy, is he not built like a guard.
Yes,
He's a big kid.
He is stocky. He's kind of like a middle linebacker out there. He is not afraid to guard the big guys on the other side. You see Walls guarding Cole Pride. Here's Pride for three, and he drains it.
And he takes advantage. Walls did step down and help on one of his teammates' guards, and Pride makes him pay.
So 2 threes for Rose-Hulman already. And a well-attended crowd here inside Holbert Arena. Here in the quarterfinals of the HCAC tournament. It's the third matchup between Hanover and Rose-Hulman this year. Here's another turnover. The senior Studemeyer. Gentili catch and shoot. It rolls off. Here's an offensive rebound, but thrown away.
I think he thought Gentili was still going to be in the corner. Obviously, he wasn't.
Here's Cam Freeman. Alexander looks baseline and fouled on the drive. Daniel Savovich picks up the foul. It's the first foul for any team so far. But if you're Hanover, you're on that 3-game losing skid. You've already lost to this team twice. You want desperately to beat this team here on the road. Walls kick out. Jack Miller for three. Yes!
Interesting matchups defensively for Rose-Hulman. So Savovich is trying to deal with Walls, and Pride is trying to deal with the best player in the gym, McNair.
So C.J. Walls with 2 quick assists. Savovich curling and back out left side. Savovich gives to Pride at the top of the key. Kick out Savovich, 5 to shoot. He's going to hoist a contested one and miss. And there's McNair to clean up the board.
You can tell and notice immediately the energy in the air of this one.
McNair across the floor, Miller again, and that one clanks off the front of the rim. So both sides shooting plenty of jump shots early on. Here's Gentili, 2-dribble pull-up, and it just bounces off the left side.
Pride is looking a little fatigued, and that might be because he's not used to chasing as athletic of a player as McNair.
Malachi McNair, still haven't seen him take a shot attempt yet. Freeman, swing to Miller. Hanover to work around the perimeter, under 10 to shoot. McNair rolling to the basket and banks it home.
He starts all that action with the screen, and then it comes back to him on the roll.
So Hanover, a quick 2-point lead. 4 minutes gone in the first half. Pride backing down Walls. And he'll ask for the ball back. He's got it on the block. Taking his time, spinning, fading, and swishing.
Nicely done. He does have the height advantage. He should be able to get that shot with consistency.
Cole Pride, the last game against Hanover, he had 13 points against the Panthers on the road in that double overtime win. Walls backing down the freshman, and that last touch, C.J. Walls. Great defense from Evan Gentili, and that brings us to the first timeout of the game. 8-8, all tied up.
Big play here for Mount Vernon. Hurdle looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw. Boy, what a stick, huh? Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen. Skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive. Floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30. Block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there. And finally, somebody gets on the board.
Welcome back to Hanover and Rose-Hulman, the first round of the HCAC Conference Tournament. Number 3 seeded Rose-Hulman and number 6 seeded Hanover. You've seen a lot of three-point attempts early on. Hanover 2 of 3 from deep, Rose-Hulman 2 of 4. Hanover, a team comfortable shooting the 3, but we're not seeing a lot of patient offense so far. A lot of quick movements.
Well, and Rose-Hulman guards the 3 very well. So, one team shoots it really well, one team guards it really well. Something's got to give.
8-8 through 4.5 minutes. Same players on the floor for Rose-Hulman, except Joey Schmitz checks in for Jack Jenigas. Here's Pride with the smaller Miller on him. Pounds his way, spins to the strong side, and puts it in. And you love to see strong takes to the basket if you're Nick Sales, seeing Cole Pride establish himself in the paint here.
And goes with that right shoulder both times, but very different moves. Shows some versatility down low.
Miller to Walls, contested in the corner, and it's cash money. CJ Walls.
Walls such an interesting player. He's playing post on defense a lot of times, and he's playing guard on offense.
Walls a 37% three-point shooter. Schmitz on the drive, his first touch. Good bounce pass to Pride. And Pride sets his feet easily. And Schmitz gets the assist. It's been already a fun back-and-forth game. What we expected between these two teams. Miller's got it. Trying to find McNair, the league's leading rebounder and scorer. Here he is, off with the left hand, and it does not get the friendly bounce.
Again, you see Pride, the effects of that important of a guard.
Studemeyer on the curl. Takes his momentum back outside. Here he is, straight away for 3. Too long. Savovich skied for what could have been an offensive board, but Walls pulled it down. Cam Freeman in the lane. McNair easily puts it in on the low block.
So Studemeyer doesn't usually shoot that shot, so that was a little bit surprising to me, but then he ends up guarding McNair in the post, and that's even worse than the missed shot.
So the Panthers a 1-point lead with around 7 minutes played in the first half. Under 10 on the shot clock. Pride's got to pass to someone. It's Savovich with 5, driving on Walls. Schmitz in the corner, and it's off the glass, brought down by McNair. Great defense by Hanover that time.
I have to wonder if going with Savovich instead of Schmitz from the start is just a nod to experience.
Alexander got fouled. I believe that's against Cole Pride. Yes, it is against Cole Pride, so a shooting foul for Jeremiah Alexander. The second foul of the half for Rose-Hulman. Jeremiah Alexander, he started 22 games this year for Hanover, and he drops in the first free throw. Jeremiah Alexander, just a sophomore, and the last time Alexander faced off against Rose-Hulman in that double overtime game, he had 22 points, which was a career high for him. And he knocks down both free throws that time. So a 3-point edge for the Panthers right now as Cole Pride will check out. And there's a foul on Cole Pride, just one. But he's had a fantastic start. 9 points for Cole Pride and 2 steals. But he's awfully tired, so he'll take a seat.
That's something we're going to have to watch moving forward. Do they stick with him on McNair, and what is the toll in the game of doing that?
So Jack Jenigas back in the game for Rose-Hulman. Studemeyer. Savovich up top. Now to the freshman Gentili. Here's a look in the post for Jenigas. Walls guarding him. Here's the little hook shot. and he leaves it short. Freeman across the floor. Alexander, crossover, nowhere to go. Freeman now on the drive, stops his momentum, passes down low to Hess, and it's last touched by the Engineers, and that'll bring us to a timeout. 15-12, Hanover leads. Back in a moment on RHIT.TV.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
This is the hotel breakfast.
It looked different online.
Do you children like eggs? Here, they make your bones grow.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
All right, guys. Look alive. Is it fine, Daryl?
I'm starving. When free hot breakfast can make or break your day, it matters where you stay.
Go get him.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the...
So 8 minutes played in the first half between number 6 Hanover and number 3 Rose-Hulman. It started out as a shootout, threes flying everywhere, and Hanover, they opened this game 3 of 4 from 3, and they're spreading the scoring around. You have Jack Miller with 3 points, Alexander with 5, McNair with 2 buckets, and CJ Walls with a 3 of his own. So offensively for Hanover, they're doing a good job spreading the ball around on offense right now.
And McNair's not doing most of the work.
He's got the ball now with Pride guarding him. Here he is, cutting inside, and a super easy finish with the left hand.
That's just the quickness.
So Hanover by 5 now. It's their biggest lead of the game. Freshman Will McElhaney in the game for Rose-Hulman now. Pride, he's got it where he wants it. Picks up his dribble, finds Savovich, 10 to shoot. Savovich drives and steps back and misses off the front rim. Hanover stringing some good defensive possessions together now. And they'll look to expand this 5-point lead.
They look like the more athletic team early in this game.
In the corner, it's Walls trying for a second 3. Does not get the bounce, and Studemeyer brings down the rebound.
Again, you see Pride sort of lumbering up the court.
Here's Schmitz. Couple dribbles towards the baseline. Doesn't have an angle. Schmitz will try the deep 3, and it rattles out. Not great spacing that time for the Engineers on offense.
We were talking about why Schmitz might not have started. He did start their last game. He was 10 for 21, 4 for 9 from 3, so a little bit surprising that he wasn't in that starting lineup.
Joey Schmitz has scored 51 points in his last 2 games. And that time the shot is blocked underneath. Engineers with some life. Here's Schmitz on the wing. Savovich has got it. They'll bring it around the circle. Schmitz, one dribble, steps in the lane, the floater, he leaves it strong.
He thought that was going down. Most of Rose-Hulman's offensive success so far in this game has come from Pride, so I'd like to see him down on the block.
Freeman finds a lane, goes up, offensive foul called.
That was a moving screen. I think they got McNair.
Called
Check
against
that. Yeah, that wasn't right.
It's against Hanover. Only their first team foul. And Malachi McNair checks out. I believe it was him.
It was on him, yeah.
And also coming into the game for the first time is William Harold. He checks in for Cam Freeman. William Harold, a 46% three-point shooter for Hanover.
It's a lovely weapon to bring off the bench.
5-point ball game. Rose-Hulman scoreless over their last 4 minutes. Savovich trying to change that. He does.
25% three-point shooter on the season. He's got 2 in the first 10 and a half minutes.
Wide open top of the key. A big basket. Back to a 2-point game. Walls doesn't like the look. Gives to Alexander. On the drive is Walls, and he's fouled as he catches, as he rolled to the basket. Foul called against Joey Schmitz. His first foul, team's 3rd foul.
Wall's a little bit fortunate there. I don't know that he was under great control one way or another. Maybe he got fouled. I didn't have a great look at it, but.
And CJ Wall's only a 58% free throw shooter. Swishes the first one. He's 41 of 69 at the line.
Such an interesting player. He's shot threes. He's guarded the post. We see him at the free throw line, which apparently doesn't do very well. You know, big, strong kid, but only 6'1".
And he can facilitate, too. He can act as the point guard as well. Guard all 5 positions, rebound. He can do everything. And he cans both free throws there. So 4-point game. Here's Joey Schmitz. Now Savovich 10 to shoot. Still on the perimeter. Cole Pride, he's going to have to take a long one, and he leaves it long, but the freshman brings down the miss. Will McElhaney there with the offensive board, and it's the Pride now scooping with the left hand. Second chance point made possible by Will McElhaney, his 26th offensive rebound this year. He only plays around 12 minutes per game as a freshman, but comes up big there. Jack Miller takes it back out. 10 to shoot for Hanover. Here's Olsen. An open look for Miller. It rattles out. A good look, though, from 3. And the Engineers can look to tie this thing back up or take the lead.
This lineup from Sales has his best 4 scorers on the floor. They were struggling to do it early in the game. I don't feel like it's an accident that that's the choice he's making right now.
And McElhaney fouled by William Harold. That sends us to another timeout. Rose-Hulman trying to tie it back up. Hanover leads 19-17.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Hey sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
So Rose-Hulman, one of the best scoring defenses in the HCAC. They hold teams to the worst three-point field goal percentage in the conference, but the Engineers here in the conference tournament without Nate Smith, out with injury today. He leads Rose-Hulman in assists and steals, and they do not have him on the floor against a fast-paced team like Hanover. So a bunch of other guys for Rose-Hulman needing to step up with Nate Smith not on the court today.
Yeah, the point I was trying to make about the scores, these guys don't always play on the floor at the same time, but they're probably going to have these 4 guys on the floor as much as possible.
Gentili from the corner does not get the bounce. Fight for the loose ball. McNair comes up with it.
Coach Sales wanted a double dribble.
So Gentili could not convert on the open 3 from the corner. And here comes the Panthers. Freeman cutting in the lane, picks up his dribble. The Panthers will work it back out. It's Alexander, and he throws it way over the head of Cam Freeman, a turnover.
There's a time for a no-look pass, but I'm not sure what that would have accomplished even if it had connected. Usually if you're going to throw a no-look pass, it's because you want to be deceptive about where your eyes are versus where the ball is going, and I just don't see what advantage he was trying to get there.
Third turnover of the game for Hanover. Gentili kick to Savovic. Savovic tries the three, and he misses off the backboard. So 2 missed threes out of the timeout for Rose-Hulman. Alexander fades away from 8 feet and drops it down. Good footwork and good balance from the sophomore Jeremiah Alexander that time.
Alexander listed at 6'2", shooting over the 5'9" Studemar.
4-point game once again. Here's Pride. 6'1", CJ Walls guarding him. Not given an inch. Pride fades away and misses. CJ Walls, some incredible post defense so far this afternoon. Hanover trying to find Malachi McNair. Alexander instead pulls the 3 ball and leaves it short. Savovic pushes the pace. Cuts in the paint, fades away, and gets the bounce.
I like him taking it himself there. He's a guy who's exciting when he has the basketball going forward.
Back to a 2-point game. The student section getting involved here on this defensive possession. McNair has got it baseline. Couple of bounces, fading away, putting it down with the left hand. A calming presence for Hanover on offense. Schmitz loses the handle, stays with it. Down low to Pride, and Pride connects on the layup. Joey Schmitz the assist.
Pride may have been fortunate there. He wasn't called for a moving screen. He was doing some interesting things there before he got the ball.
Cole Pride up to 11 points. Here's Walls driving on the freshman. Back to the basket. Here he is. Cutting inside. Push shot. It rattles out. A great look if you're CJ Walls, though. Schmitz. 2-dribble pull-up. And he buries it from the elbow. And Joey Schmitz on the scoreboard. Started the game 0 of 3. But now on the tally with 2 points, and he has tied this game up at 23 apiece. Here's that matchup again. The freshman Gentili on Walls. Walls gives it up. He gets it back. Down to McNair. Tipped away. Official signal. Rose-Hulman ball.
That's a great job by Joey Schmitz to come over and tip that from the weak side to anticipate that pass is probably going to come. Pride was fronting McNair, and so they tried to throw the lob pass, but it's Schmitz who comes over and saves the day for him on that possession.
So Cole Pride will take a seat. He's got 13 points and 2 steals. Malachi McNair for Hanover, 8 points and 7 boards. So both of those big guys pretty effective so far. Gentili takes it out for a deep one and misses long. Gentili's still waiting to get going. He's 0 of 4 to start the game. Under 4 minutes before halftime. It's been low scoring so far. Alexander fakes the pass. Misses the shot at the rim, but an offensive rebound for Hanover. Miller from the corner, the 3-pointer. It swirls out. Rose-Hulman is yet to get to the free throw line so far today. Studemeier now 10 to shoot. Takes it out, fades away from deep, and misses right side. McNair grabs the board, but throws it away to the hands of Daniel Savovic, so a turnover.
Rose-Hulman fortunate again there. I think McNair got shoved, which is why he launched that ball.
Schmitz, 2 dribbles, pulls up right side again and drops it down. The Engineers have the lead with under 3 minutes to play.
Hanover wants a timeout.
Cam Freeman calls timeout. The Engineers have the lead, 25-23. And we'll send it to a break. Back in a moment on RHIT.TV.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort fresh food. You can expect a world-class experience on a great budget. We've got incredible specials, great service. Today's dish that we're going to highlight is going to be our Aspen Blue Sirloin. It is, again, our premium Black Angus certified beef, and we top that with a blue cheese crust. Again, everything that we do here is made from scratch, and it's no different from our steaks. We hand cut all our steaks in-house. So our team back there is just an incredible team. Everything that they do, they take so much pride in. They put a little bit of themselves into everything that they do over here, especially since it is a made from scratch concept. We want everybody to come, visit us, enjoy some great food with some great service. Bring your friends, bring your family, come have some great food, have a great time with us with some of the best comfort scratch food.
So the Engineers starting to get going here with 2 minutes 47 seconds until halftime. Rose-Hulman on a 6-0 scoring run as of late.
Yeah, and again, they've got their 4 best scorers on the floor for most of that run. Now they have 3 of those 4. Pride's been their best option, but he's definitely getting tied up mentally and emotionally by guarding McNair. And so, you've got to find some other guys to score as well. And so far, Schmitz is just starting to get going, it seems like.
Joey Schmitz, 2 quick buckets those last few possessions. McNair still in the game for Hanover. Here's Freeman on the elbow. Puts it in the corner for C.J. Walls. He misses off the rim. And here come the Engineers in transition. Gentili way over the floor. It's knocked away by Cam Freeman. Dangerous pass. Let's see what the Engineers come with on this out-of-bounds play. Savovich from the left wing pulls it, misses. Gentili there for the putback.
Rose is finding a little something in terms of just offensive rebounding. That's been a big part of this run.
That time it came by the 6-foot freshman Evan Gentili for the offensive board. And it's an Engineers 4-point lead. Jack Miller, the baseline jump shot connects. And Jack Miller's got 5 points for Hanover. And keeps it at a 2-point game. Minute 45 until halftime. Studemeyer calling a play up top. Feeds over to Gentili. Now to Jenigas. Studemeyer, a couple dribbles to the corner. Under 10 to shoot. Stoudemire traveled.
Now he and Savovich are having words with each other, trying to figure it out.
So Hanover trying to close this first half strong. Freeman takes it to the rim, fades away.
Smooth.
And knocks down the fadeaway. And Cam Freeman on the board for the first time today. 27-27, 60 seconds left in the first half. Joey Schmitz, heavy pressure to Jenigas, left all alone up top, and he misses off the front rim. Hanover can try for a 2-for-1 here. Freeman, nowhere to go. We'll get it back outside to Walls. Good denial from McNair underneath. Here's Olsen on the drive. Couple of fakes and pretty footwork on Joey Schmitz. And Hanover leads by 2. 25 seconds, no shot clock. The Engineers to hold for the final shot of the half.
Rose-Hulman is only 3 for 15 in this half from three-point range. So they're going to have to find a way to either stick some of those looks or be a little more patient and get better, higher percentage shots.
And Nick Sales calls a timeout, looks to draw up a play. So Rose-Hulman just 20% from 3 through the first 20 minutes. You look at their last 2 games. Now, I know they played Earlham and Bluffton, 2 teams in the bottom third of the standings. But Rose-Hulman, they made 27 threes over the last 2 games. And Joey Schmitz, fresh off a 26-point performance. Hanover doing a really good job defensively so far today.
Well, some of these looks are open. They might not be their first choice, like that last possession for the shot that they actually get. But it's not like they're taking a bunch of contested, fadeaway shots for the most part. These are good looks. They just got to either make some or maybe make one more pass.
So Hanover leads by 2 points with 12 seconds. And let's see what Nick Sales drew up in that huddle. Gentili inbounds to Studemeyer at half court. 10 seconds, here we go. Savovich is fouled. Plenty of fouls to give for Hanover. That's just their 3rd team foul. So 4 more fouls to give if you're Hanover here.
And that was kind of a perfect defensive plan there from Hanover because 5 seconds got wasted, and then they're basically bringing the ball back out to the same part of the court that they just started.
And they could do this. They could foul again.
They probably will.
Cole Pride. Dump off to Studemeyer. Studemeyer's fouled.
That was dangerous.
They say on the floor.
Which I think was right. Sales is protesting, but I think it was right.
Close call.
I think it was one of those things where Studemeyer anticipated it, he felt it, and then he launched it.
3 seconds. Cole Pride at the top of the key. Got it!
That's a huge shot.
As the buzzer sounds. Oh.
Make it 4 for 16. Here's another look at it before we go to the break. So he just literally just catches and launches. He's 3 or 4 feet behind the line.
That's NBA range there.
But still, you got to have some pressure there.
So 30-29, Rose-Hulman a 1-point lead. This thing is going to be back and forth for the next 20 minutes. What do you think? We'll start with Hanover. What do you think they need to pay more attention to coming out of the locker room?
Well, I think they can get McNair more touches is one thing. They're being patient. They're getting good shots. And they're right in this thing, by the way. I mean, this is the 6th seed. They're up, or they're down 1 at half. You feel pretty good about that. But I do think they can get McNair more involved than he is.
And for Rose-Hulman, Joey Schmitz just 4 points in the first half, but Cole Pride with 13 points and 2 steals. He's been the answer, the consistent, efficient answer for Rose-Hulman's offense. But like we've said a couple times, he's looking awfully tired out there having to guard McNair. Well, actually 16 points for Cole Pride because he just hit that 3.
It was a great half.
But Gentili was quiet. Savovich had a great half for Rose-Hulman, but you got to think just more consistent three-point shooting the rest of the way for Rose-Hulman.
Even if they can get Cole Pride to continue to have the monster game that he's having so far, he's got over their half their points. They're going to have a strong effort from one of these guards. They're going to have a guy who steps up and makes some shots in the second half.
So Hanover in the first half, they shot an even 50% from the field, 11 of 22, 3 of 9 from 3. They've out-rebounded Rose-Hulman 16-13, but it's just been awfully close. Neither team has really pulled away. Hanover had a 5-point lead. That was their biggest lead of the game. Rose-Hulman had a 4-point lead, so no team really has shown their ability to pull away. And we will send it to a break. Rose-Hulman leads at the half, 30-29. Back in a moment on RHIT.TV.
Brian Chrisman joins me today. And Brian, talk a little bit about the winter and Wheeler Mission and how important it is for people to help Wheeler Mission, because winter means homeless and homeless means people in the cold. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really serve a lot of people year round, no matter what the weather is, right? And so we serve anywhere from 700 to 900 people who are experiencing homelessness every single night. But when winter hits, that can become life or death. So if you're stuck out in the cold, happens every year. IMPD will find people out in the cold and encourage them to come in. But if they don't catch them in time, I mean, again, life and death. And so it's vital that our doors are open. And so we do that. Our staff shows up every day to make sure our doors are open. We serve 1,000 meals a day plus every single day. That's a nice, warm, nutritious meal. Donors provide that. Donors provide our food, coffee, something hot to drink. You know, donors provide that. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved at Wheeler to make sure we can get through winter, or to work at Wheeler. We need staff, and so we're always looking for staff to get us through the winter time. We spread ourselves thin during winter, making sure that anybody can find space, and so we have bed capacities. For sure, but we go beyond that every winter to make sure that the city has an option for people who are experiencing homelessness in the dead of winter.
Schools out there that are watching this program with our reach, maybe they want to do a sock drive, or they want to do a sweatshirt drive. They can contact our office at IndianaSRN, or they can contact you. Where's a contact, or who would be a contact that maybe we want to do a sock drive? I think that would be a great idea for SRN to start one of those sock drives. How would that? What does that look like?
Yeah, so if you go to wheelermission.org, we have our needs lists that are right there on our website. Those change sometimes in the winter, but there are some needs that are pretty much continual when it comes to hygiene items, when it comes to warm items to get us through the winter. So when you're talking about coats, especially bigger sizes for people that come through, we want to make sure a lot of people that come to our mission, they come with the clothes on their back, right? And so we need to make sure they have something to wear during their stay with us, and which could be for a few weeks, could be for a couple months. And so go to our website, wheelermission.org. You can donate directly there, whether it's a financial donation, or you can look at our needs list. You can even find drop-off locations. You can drop it off at some of the barns that we have around the city, or come right down to Wheeler Mission, drop it off right there. But we need this community's support. So greatest thing about Indianapolis is it is a generous community.
Yes.
It is a community that steps up when there's a need. And there's 1,700 homeless individuals in our community. That number has risen 5% just over the last year. Wheeler Mission is the main place for those individuals to go, has been since 1893, over 130 years. And so support that ministry so that those doors can be open, making sure that every man, woman, and child that needs to come inside can come inside and not only get warm, but get nutritious meals, food, shelter, and care. And so beyond that, we take them through a whole journey of program to make sure that they come out our back door different people. But the first things first, right? Get them fed and get them warm and get them safe.
Since it's basketball season and we cover over 300 games a year on IndianaSRN, we challenge our basketball teams and our basketball programs to get involved. There are meals that need to be served. Tell our teams out there how they can help and serve meals.
Yeah, no better way to really open your eyes to the community's needs than to stand in front of people who are desperately in need and hand them a meal, hand them what they're asking for that day. So great group opportunity is to volunteer at Wheeler Mission. You can go to wheelervolunteer.org. You can sign up a group. It can take an hour and a half to come down and serve a lunch. You can get 12, 15 people involved in that, a dinner, come down either at our men's shelter or our women's shelter. It's a really cool experience for teams, not only to help in a way that you're making a difference, but to see the people that you're helping, right? To hand a meal to someone and smile and say hi to someone literally in their darkest moment, right? So
best assist they can ever make.
Oh yeah,
is to serve a meal.
It's a good point. It's a slam dunk.
It's a slam dunk, exactly. For IndianaSRN, this is Keith Myers.
Welcome back to halftime between Hanover and Rose-Hulman. Number 6 Hanover at 13-12 on the year. It's number 3 Rose-Hulman at 16-9. I'm Charlie Harris, joined by Chris Schumerth. A 1-point lead at halftime for Rose-Hulman. Awfully close game in the first half. Hanover never had a lead bigger than 5. Rose-Hulman never had a lead bigger than 4. And it's a 1-point game at halftime. You look at more of the first half stats. Rose-Hulman with 9 more shot attempts in the first half than Hanover. They dominated offensive rebounding, second chance points, and it's just the effort and energy has allowed Rose-Hulman to have 9 more shot attempts, which helps.
Winning the turnover battle as well.
Yeah, 6 turnovers for Hanover, 2 for Rose-Hulman. So the Engineers right now doing a great job at taking care of the basketball, but they're going to need more players to be able to score for the final 20 minutes. Chris, you see Cole Pride with 16 points at halftime, Daniel Savovich with 8, but no one else really stepping up as a scorer right now for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, they're going to have to find some shots from Schmitz, from Gentili. Those are probably where they're going to have to come from in the second half. And on the other hand, if you're Hanover, you're desperately trying to find an answer for Pride because they don't have a single player who can probably guard him that's big enough to guard him. They started out with Walls, who's listed at 6'1". There were some other guys in there that were trying to guard him. Didn't really matter. Now it helps that Pride stepped out and hit a couple threes because that makes you even more difficult to guard if you're that big. But yeah, Hanover's got to find an answer for Pride.
Cole Pride, 7 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from deep. Savovich, 3 of 7 from the field, 2 threes for Savovich. And Joey Schmitz, he played 15 minutes in that first half. He came off the bench, but when you look at the final box score, I'm sure he'll have plenty of minutes played tonight. But I think the answer here is Joey Schmitz. He had those 2 pull-up jump shots from the elbow that went in. One of them tied it, and one of them gave Rose-Hulman the lead. So we saw in the final stages of that first half of Joey Schmitz getting going. But here in these first 4 minutes out of halftime, you would love to see him involved and getting some good touches on the offensive side.
And maybe you run some sets with the intention of trying to get him some looks so that he can start the second half just with a lot of confidence. I do expect that he'll be on the floor to start the second half, even though he did not start on the floor at the beginning of the basketball game. One more point about Pride. I don't know why exactly McNair hasn't matched up with him very much. So the other way has been true. So Pride has been trying to guard McNair, but McNair mostly hasn't been guarding Pride. I almost don't see what other option Hanover has for this second half other than for McNair to try to guard Pride. I would be surprised if we don't see that matchup on both ends of the floor.
Especially because McNair only has 1 foul. He's not in foul trouble. So I would tend to agree with that too. For Hanover, they have 4 players with 5 or more points, so a much more balanced scoring attack for Hanover. They've looked more comfortable in their offense, spreading the ball around. It hasn't been one guy dominating the box score. They have several guys that have scored, 4 or more players with 5 or more points. So Hanover, a good job of spreading the wealth on offense.
Yeah, and so their big thing is, it's not like they've been egregious in terms of turning the ball over, but they've been turning the ball over 3 times the rate of Rose-Hulman. So they got to really take care of the basketball on the offensive end to kind of even out that how many shots are we getting up in comparison to Rose-Hulman.
So Malachi McNair leads the scoring for Hanover with 8 points and 8 rebounds. Jeremiah Alexander has got 7 points. Jack Miller with 5. CJ Walls with 5. And then Cam Freeman with 2 points. So Rose-Hulman looking to shut down McNair for the final 20 minutes. We'll send it to one more break on RHIT.TV. Back for the second half in a moment.
Poached egg on avocado toast.
Ew.
Your flash fried porgy over chips.
Ew.
Your fresh Maine lobster with microgreens.
When the only thing your 8-year-old will eat is waffles.
She's fine. She's fine.
Your waffles, milady.
It matters where you stay.
Yum.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Hampton by Hilton. Hilton for the stay.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
A great lawn starts with the right equipment. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we're here to help you make mowing easier and more enjoyable. From zero turns to lawn tractors, John Deere mowers give you the power, precision, and comfort to get the job done right. Plus, with expert service and support from Reynolds, you can spend less time worrying about your mower and more time enjoying the results. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1955.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
Just about a minute or so until we get back to the second half between Rose-Hulman and Hanover. It's the third matchup this season between these two teams. They first faced off on January 14th right here inside Holbert Arena. Rose-Hulman won that game by 20 points, 81-61. The Engineers hit 13 threes that day over a month ago. And then their most recent matchup was earlier this month at Hanover, about 3 hours away from here. That was on February 4th. Rose-Hulman won in double overtime, 87-80. And the Engineers also hit 11 threes in that game. You look at today, only 4 of 16 from deep. But Cole Pride hit a buzzer beater to end that first half and potentially spark some momentum for the Engineers. But if you're Hanover head coach John Miller in your 18th year as Hanover's head coach, they've had so much tournament success, so much success as a team, year after year with 20-plus wins. Hanover right now at 9-9 in the conference. They haven't been below 500 in over 16 years in conference play. So if Hanover loses this game, they would fall to below 500 in conference play for the first time in over a decade and a half. So a little bit at what's at stake for Hanover, a team that makes so many tournament runs in the HCAC year after year. But to go on that tournament run, they're going to have to beat Rose-Hulman for the first time this year. The Engineers looking for 3 wins in a single season against Hanover. And here we are, back to action for the second half. It starts with McNair. The push shot leaves it off to the right.
Great job by Savovich to come down and get that. Otherwise, McNair probably gets his own rebound there.
So we said at the halftime break for Hanover, get McNair more touches, and they did to start out the second half. Gentili cutting in the lane, met by 2 defenders, and it rolls off the rim.
Wanted a foul, but I think I like to let it play.
Cam Freeman using the screen. Good denial underneath. Kick out wide open. Jack Miller from the right side leaves it long. Cole Pride taps it to Studemeyer, who corrals the rebound.
And we do get the 4 top scorers for this team on the floor at the same time starting the second half, like we had most of the first half, though it didn't start that way.
A mismatch down low with Cole Pride and Alexander. Studemeyer trying to find it. He
Yep.
does. Kick out. Savovich back to Pride. Pride tries the right wing triple and misses.
I think I would have liked to see more aggression from him when he first touched that against this much smaller player.
Both sides 0 of 2 to start the second half. Alexander, heavy traffic, fades away from the free throw line, misses off the left side. The reverse is blocked by Cole Pride. So a defensive start to this second half. Schmitz tries the deep ball and cans it.
Great look. He was ready to shoot it when he got it. Shoots it over the taller McNair. And that's why McNair isn't guarding Pride, by the way. It's because he's trying to deal with Schmitz.
So there's Schmitz's first three-pointer of the afternoon. Nice pass inside to McNair, who floats it down. So there's the first field goal of the second half for Hanover. And it comes off the hand of Malachi McNair, who's up to 10 points.
And look at that. Now we've got McNair on Pride.
Schmitz off the catch, stops his momentum, passes to Pride. Pride back to the basket, kick out, wide open, the freshman got it!
They would love to have him get going.
Evan Gentili, his first triple.
I was just looking at the box score from the last time these two teams played, and Schmitz had a big day, Gentili had a big day, Savovich had a big day. They all had a big day.
Alexander fading away. He leaves it too strong. And Studemeyer pushes the pace. Schmitz wants to drive baseline. Kicks out to Cole Pride. Cole Pride to slow it down. Hands off to Gentili. In the corner, Studemeyer now to Pride on the block. And Cole Pride is fouled as he passes to Studemeyer.
So Hanover's playing pretty switch-heavy defense, which is part of the problem with some of these matchups that they end up in. It's not like they have a lot of big guys out there.
Schmitz on Freeman, the layup goes down.
It's great aggression. Knew what he wanted to do with it. This is all defense.
And Hanover calls a timeout. Joey Schmitz coming alive in the second half. Back in a moment on RHIT.TV.
Sports fans, are you ready to get even closer to all the action with IndianaSRN? Subscribe now and never miss a moment. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and get instant access to exclusive live streams. Stay updated with real-time scores and breaking news by following us on Twitter, your ultimate source for everything Indiana sports related. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube and smash that follow on Twitter. Join the IndianaSRN family today and take your passion for high school and college sports to the next level.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
So to start out the second half, Joey Schmitz with 5 points, a three-pointer, and a strong layup. The freshman Evan Gentili with the three. So the Engineers starting to explode from deep now, and they have their biggest lead of the afternoon, a 7-point advantage through the first 3.5 minutes of the second half.
Just as importantly, they're making Hanover go one and done in terms of their possessions. One shot, and they're having trouble making that first shot.
So here come the Panthers out of the timeout. Their biggest deficit of the game. Extra pass to the corner. Freeman doesn't shoot. Instead gives to McNair, who is swallowed up and fouled under the net by Evan Gentili.
He might have gotten called for a foul there, but it's still a great play. Whether it's a foul or not, it doesn't matter. He made the right jump down to help Savovich, who was overmatched in the post, and McNair doesn't get an easy layup as a result.
So that fresh 20 on the shot clock. Walls to Miller. Miller looks to drive, shoots the elbow jumper, and draws back iron. Walls, though, grabs the offensive board. Back to Miller.
Got
a shake, and Alexander goes up strong and is rewarded with a foul. Nearly made it a three-point play opportunity. And we'll have to wait on those free throws from Jeremiah Alexander. We'll send it to another break on RHIT.TV.
This is LifeWise Academy. It's a program that teaches Bible-based character education to public school students during school hours. Not before school and not after, but during school hours.
So here's how this works. The students will leave this school building, hop on this bus, take a short ride across the street to the church. I can see the steeple from here, have Bible class, hop back on the bus, head back to school. It's that simple.
Go to lifewise.org to find your school.
During Army basic training, I found out I had 7 herniated discs. Prescription pain medication led me to a heroin addiction. I entered Wheeler's program and learned life on God's terms.
After meeting Greg, I was so impressed, I hired him. When you change that one life, it makes it all worthwhile.
Now, I have a family, house, and a job that I love. At Wheeler, you can have something everlasting.
Welcome back inside Hobart Arena. Rose-Hulman on a bit of a scoring run here through the first 4 minutes. A 5-0 scoring run for Rose-Hulman over the last 2 minutes. And offensively, the Engineers looking a lot more comfortable right now. Finding shots they want, and now they're starting to go down, especially from 3. But here's Jeremiah Alexander to shoot 2 free throws. He's a 70% free throw shooter. And the first one misses. Alexander 7 points and 3 rebounds today. He averages just shy of 10 points per game on the season. And that time he connects on the second free throw. Same guys on the floor for Rose-Hulman, not diving too far into the bench. Schmitz, hand in his face, misses the 3.
Sense that he's feeling it, though. Got that up pretty quickly.
Cam Freeman looks to facilitate. Tough pass to McNair. He grabs it and is triple teamed. McNair fouled as soon as he caught it. Let's see who it's on.
Did you see that there were 4 white jerseys around him once he caught that ball?
Pretty clear the game plan for Rose-Hulman defensively there. McNair has the baseline all to himself. Cutting into the lane, picks up the dribble, the hook shot, leaves it off to the left. McNair trying to get going the second half. He's had a few shot attempts. Only 1 bucket to start out the second half. Gentili now, a strong drive and a stronger finish. Evan Gentili's really burst onto the scene for Rose-Hulman. Back up to an 8-point game. 3 from Davis Olson. He answers. So 5-point game after the triple from Olson. And Hanover, their fans making it a loud atmosphere, but Gentili, beautiful spin move.
Getting this crowd into it.
He is feeling it. It's Walls, wide open left wing, and he swishes it.
Hanover needed that one.
4-point game, so back-to-back threes for Hanover. Evan Gentili scored the last 4 points for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, Pride's calling for it, and he should be.
Savovich off the screen, the mismatch down low. Savovich on the drive and called for a foul. Malachi McNair charged with the shooting foul.
I like it there from Savovich. I've got McNair on me. He's bigger than me. I'm going to go right at him. I'm going to try to make a statement here. He ends up at the free throw line, and McNair picks up another foul. He's got 2. Gentili's getting his words in with the officials.
So it's only the second foul on McNair. And Savovich to go to the line for 2 free throws. Savovich, an 88% free throw shooter. And he misses the first one. Savovich on the year, 31 of 35 at the free throw line.
Broadcaster's jinx right there.
He'd only missed 4 free throws all year. And this time he misses the first one. Rose-Hulman, one of the worst free throw shooting teams actually in the conference. They only shoot at 65% as a team. And Savovich splits the pair. 5-point ball game. Walls backs down Gentili. Gets his way to the paint. Stutter step, and he's fouled.
It was very effective by Walls for a number of reasons. One, he kind of plants a seed of doubt in Gentili's mind about whether or not he should find himself in that situation again. But also he's got a great opportunity to decrease that deficit here from the free throw line.
And that's Gentili's 3rd foul.
That
Walls
doesn't hurt either.
Can't hit. So Gentili takes a seat with his 3 fouls.
That's the first stretch since that first half of when Rose-Hulman will not have their 4 best scorers on the court.
Walls goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line there. Missed opportunity. Studemeyer, pressure right in his face. Finds Jenigas with 10 to shoot. Jenigas takes a couple dribbles, kicks out. Stoudemire, top of the key, and he airballed.
It's not his strength, is that shot, and he's taken a few in this game. I will say that Rose-Hulman, they're trying to run these high ball screens, and I think they're doing it as much as they're doing it because Hanover does so much switching, and so they're really putting them in a lot of tough spots with the matchups down low as a result of these isolated ball screens.
Walls in the corner. He'll try another one. He misses short. McElhaney trying to grab the rebound, and he is fouled as he hit the deck. 3rd foul of the half for Hanover. It goes against C.J. Walls. That's C.J. Walls' 1st foul. So how about Will McElhaney drawing the foul? McElhaney, just a freshman, plays just around 10 to 15 minutes per game. He's already given the Engineers an offensive rebound that turned into points, and that time he draws a foul. He's got the ball right now. Hands off to Savovich. Savovich cutting right side, going up strong, and laying in the tough shot. Lead up to 7. Rose-Hulman slowly starting to pull away. Olsen, the answer, no. Eight minutes played in the second half. And Rose to slow things down. Schmitz takes it back out. The step back 3, got it! They're starting to pour it on. Double-digit lead, and John Miller wants a timeout. Joey Schmitz with 8 second-half points. He's up to 12 on the game, and the Engineers lead by 10 points. We'll be right back on RHIT.TV.
At Riskwork, we're Team Indiana through and through. from coaching youth basketball to protecting critical infrastructure. Like our partners at IndianaSRN, we invest in people first. That same grit and leadership on the court drives our work in cybersecurity. We help businesses stay secure, resilient, and ready with no guesswork. If you can trust us to protect the grid, you can surely trust us to protect your Indiana business.
It's game day, a time to focus on the excitement and not to worry about your insurance coverage. With Indiana Farmers Insurance by your side, you can step onto the field or into the bleachers with true peace of mind, knowing your coverage is handled by local agents who care about your business, your auto, your home, and your farm as much as you do. Local insurance, local agents, here for you. Now that's what we call teamwork.
(48-38), Rose-Hulman leads. A look at that last three. Oh my. Joey Schmitz.
We talked about the switching from Hanover, and that time what he recognizes is that McNair played back. He was expecting a drive, and so he just steps back, and that's kind of Schmitz's best case scenario. Yeah, please do, because I'm just going to launch.
And now they're starting to go down. In the first half, Engineers 4 of 16 from 3. They've knocked down 3 triples here in the second half. That offense really in a groove. Hanover now in a tough spot. Their biggest deficit of the game. Trying to come back down 10 now with under 12 minutes. Sheldon Gatlin in the game for the first time. Jump shot from the baseline. Can't hit. Olsen grabs the offensive rebound and dumps to Malachi McNair for the emphatic slam. And that could maybe kickstart a run for Hanover as McNair saw a basket go down. McNair up to 12 points, 9 rebounds.
So now you end up with McNair on Studemeyer, and then they do get the switch back.
Hand off to Schmitz. Schmitz, step back in the lane. Tough shot goes.
Shooter's conscience. Just keep throwing it up there.
And he's looking real comfortable as this game heads towards its last stretch. With 10 and a half minutes to go. Joey Schmitz now 14 points on the game. Tough pass inside. It's turned over.
Great job by Savovich. Sneak in there, get a hand on that ball. Saved Rose-Hulman, who had a bad matchup down low.
Time for the biggest lead of the game. Schmitz to Jenigas. He can really make it hurt. And he missed front rim. And Savovich called for an over-the-back foul. And that is Savovich's third foul. So Gentili with 3 fouls, Savovich with 3 fouls. Nick Sales will keep Savovich in the game.
He's already got Gentili's out of there.
Gatlin on the drive, nowhere to go. Take it back to Olsen. The tough 3 hit only the backboard on that triple. A rush shot. And at this stage of the game, the Engineers can look to control the pace and
yeah, not in any hurry.
Try to bleed out Hanover now.
They're getting good looks, and they shouldn't pass those up. But yeah, you're not in a hurry.
Here's the freshman McElhaney with the paint touch. 2 dribbles, goes up right hook, doesn't get the bounce. And McNair grabs his 10th rebound. Gatlin for 3. Oof.
That's a big shot.
A big one. Gatlin's first bucket of the afternoon.
Shoots it about 33% from 3.
Looked like a confidence stroke. So Hanover doing what they can, trying to keep it within arm's reach. It's at 7 points. Studemeyer the pull up, no good. Olsen grabs the rebound. So Hanover trying to string together a few misses in a row.
Studemeyer only shoots 33% from the field.
Gatlin baseline, pump fake, Kick out Alexander, extra pass to Harold. Harold's been quiet, gives to McNair for 3, and he leaves it too long.
2 for 8 now. We talked about that. 2 for 7 on the year.
Just the 8th 3 of the year. 8th attempt from 3 for McNair this season. Still a 7-point game, 8 minutes to go. Schmitz with a little bit of an opening, a moving screen called against the freshman Will McElhaney. And that brings us to the under 8 timeout. Hanover down by 7 points, starting to climb back in this one. And we will be back in just a moment on RHIT.TV.
Did you know, according to the National Federation of High Schools, 80% of new officials quit the game after just 2 seasons because of abusive behavior from the stands and sidelines?
Your kid's Friday night touchdown. Just Wit HD on Roku. IndianaSRN is bringing Central Indiana high school sports right to your living room in crystal clear quality. With over 350 live contests streaming each year, from football under the lights to basketball buzzer beaters, we're putting local athletes in the spotlight. Search IndianaSRN on your Roku device today and never miss a moment of hometown glory.
Welcome back to the first round of the HCAC Conference Tournament. Number 6, Hanover. Number 3, Rose-Hulman. I'm Charlie Harris, joined by Chris Schumer. Chris, we talked at halftime about how Rose-Hulman was going to need to find someone else to score besides Cole Pride. Cole Pride has yet to score in the second half, but now it's turning into the Joey Schmidt show as he's up to 14 points, 6 of 10 from the field. And he's starting to carry the offense on his shoulders right now.
Gentili just stepped back on the court after a few minutes of rest, and he's had a nice second half as well.
So the Panthers down by 7. McNair
getting a breather.
Quiet second half, and he's on the bench. Alexander crossover. Gatlin in the corner for 3.
Oh, how about those 2 for him? Suddenly it's a 4-point game.
Sheldon Gatlin off the bench with 6 points. And a huge basket for Hanover with McNair on the bench. Schmitz nearly lost control. It's to Savovich. Savovich looking left, fading away inside the line, and it comes up short.
You don't know all aspects of his game, but Gatlin may be the extra offensive piece that they've needed in this game, besides Walls and McNair.
Ball to the corner. Olsen looks baseline. Doesn't have an angle, so they'll take it back out to Alexander with under 10 on the shot clock. Walls kick out. Olsen for 3. He can't hit. And Gentili's there for the rebound.
Walls should have shot that himself.
Gentili on the catch. He misses short. So Hanover starting to apply pressure. It's Alexander, and he's fouled on the way up. So 2 more free throws for the sophomore.
I think that foul was with the body by Studemeyer. Yeah.
On Studemeyer.
Gentili was fine with what he did. He came over and blocked the shot.
So that's Rose-Hulman's 7th foul of the half. So Hanover in the bonus for the final 6.5.
And that's going to have an impact on this game.
Alexander's up to 9 points on the game with 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Productive game for the sophomore, and he knocks down both free throws.
And this is with McNair on the bench. Suddenly it's a 2-point game again.
So an 8-0 scoring run for Hanover, back to a 1-possession game. Cole Pride down low. He's fouled on the catch. They say the foul is on the floor, so no free throws for Cole Pride.
It's the right call, even despite Pride's protest.
Studemeyer to inbound. Pride catches it. He's all alone on the baseline. It's a one-on-one with Walls. Picks up his dribble, fades, and knocks down the 10-footer. Cole Pride up to 18 points, a game high.
That was a foul.
And Studemeyer charged with the foul, so here comes more free throws for Hanover. It will be a 1-and-1 for Alexander. Alexander 3 of 4 from the free throw line today. In an elimination game, you need to hit free throws. And he draws back iron, so a missed chance on that 1-and-1. Pride for 3. Only hit the backboard. Gentili's there for the offensive rebound. And he converts with a strong take. 6-point ball game. Gentili in double figures with 11. And there's a foul called against Cole Pride. So more free throws. It's only Cole Pride's second foul.
Sales didn't like it, but I agree. It was a foul.
And there's Gentili just doing dirty work on that rebound. So another 1-and-1. The ball is live on this first shot. And that time Alexander knocks it down. Two for two that time. 4-point ball game.
Haven't seen this yet.
First time we've seen a press. Beautiful pass towards the middle. Schmitz goes up strong, and he's rewarded. No hesitation from Schmitz. Initiated contact, and he'll head to the line. Joey Schmitz's first time at the free throw line today. Just the second trip to the free throw line all day for Rose-Hulman.
Yeah, him at the line with 2 isn't a bad situation for them, but I thought he could have lobbed it there to Pride for a layup or a dunk.
Joey Schmitz, one of the league's best three-point shooters. He's got the second most threes in the HCAC this year and the 6th best three-point percentage in the conference. And he goes 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Joey Schmitz now up to 16 points. Back to a 2-score game. Walls, double team, throws it away.
Great team defense. Everybody rotating the right spot.
Hanover now needing stops with under 5 minutes. Coming down to crunch time. Engineers clinging to a 6-point lead. Down low to Pride. Kick out Studemeyer. He hasn't hit yet today. He'll have to wait. Alexander in some trouble. He's on that wing. Now inside, and he's fouled by Cole Pride.
By Savovich, I think.
Savovich, yes.
Purely based on Savovich's reaction.
So that's Savovich's 4th foul. With 4:18 to go. Savovich has had a great game, 11 points, 6 rebounds.
And I think I would take him out because, you know, you can always bring him back in at the 2-minute mark. But if he gets a foul on the next trip and then you're playing without him the rest of the way, so far Sales is going with his veteran.
4-point game. Alexander knocked down both. Sheldon Gatlin stays in the game for Hanover. Savovich driving on Walls. takes it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Studemeyer hovering around the wing, drives on Harold, steps back, left elbow, and it rolls off.
And if you're Hanover, you'll take that. That's a good possession.
Need a bucket here if you're Hanover to try to get it back to a one-score game. Alexander to drive, keeps his pivot, initiates contact and hits the floater. Could have been a travel.
Yeah, it looks like he dragged it a little bit, but
2-point ball game. Nick Sales calls timeouts with under 4 minutes to go here in the quarterfinals of the HCAC Conference Tournament. It's been a close, competitive second half, and we'll be back for the final 3:20 on RHIT.TV.
IndianaSRN wants to put more kids on TV. And honestly, that's exactly what these kids deserve. They stream more than 350 high school and college games every year, giving Indiana athletes the spotlight they've earned. All games are free to watch with on-demand on their YouTube channel. The cost is amazingly affordable, which means more kids get their moment to shine. IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
So 3:20 left to play. I'm Charlie Harris with Chris Schumer for the first round of the HCAC Conference Tournament. The Engineers looking to beat Hanover for the 3rd time this year. Coming into this season, Nick Sales was 0-7 against Hanover. And he's got 2 wins over John Miller this year, trying to make it 3 here in the conference tournament game. Rose-Hulman just 7 of 26 from deep. But Chris, it's been their defense that's done a lot of dirty work, especially the second half, not making it easy for Hanover.
And Hanover continues to make this run with McNair on the sideline.
The Engineers to start with the ball out of the timeout. Schmitz driving right side, bumps the body, and gets the layup to go. Engineers back up 4. Schmitz up to 18 points. Couple pretty crossovers. Gatlin tries from NBA range and sinks it. Oh my goodness.
He's been huge in the last 5 minutes of this game.
Oh my.
He's got 3 of them.
Gatlin with 9 points off the bench, and it's a 1-point game. The Engineers led by 10 at one point of the second half. Schmitz to Pride, wide open, got it!
Pride's offensive game is so smooth.
Now the energy starting to come inside Holbert Arena. Alexander picks up the dribble, back to Gatlin. He's been the guy. Doesn't have a look, he'll find Harold. Harold scoreless today. Good ball movement, 10 on the shot clock. Alexander, hand in his face, and he misses left side of the rim.
Great defensive possession by the Fighting Engineers. Pride calling for it.
Under 2 minutes. Engineers to take all the time in the world to set this play up. Here's Schmitz cutting. Back to Pride. He won't shoot that one. Under 10 on the timer. It's Studemeyer to Gentili. Gentili on the catch. And the dagger potentially.
They're going to call timeout.
Oh my. The threes are flying. Cole Pride. And that time the freshman Evan Gentili. His second 3 of the afternoon, and a 7-point lead for Rose-Hulman. Timely shots here in crunch time.
This is fun, isn't it?
Yes, it is. A lot of fun between these two teams. We knew it was going to be close, but it's so hard to beat a team 3 times in one season.
I think what's impressed me about Rose-Hulman is the number of punches that they've taken in this game, and then they just come right back, and then they hit, two threes. Suddenly it's a 1-point game, and then now it's a 7-point game a couple possessions later.
I mean, this Hanover team, they were down 10. They haven't had any quit in them. They've came back. They've cut it to a 4-point game, back to a 2-point game, a 1-point game, and then Rose-Hulman just hit 2 huge threes from Cole Pride and from Evan Gentili. With the season on the line, their star players came up big. And now at the minute 25, Hanover in a really tough spot. You're going to need to hit shots and force a couple turnovers to find your way back in it.
And finally, we've got McNair back on the floor. And it sure as heck isn't Gatlin that you're taking out of there, because he's been a huge part of what Hanover's been able to do offensively in the second half.
Gatlin's played just 9 minutes.
They've been an influential 9.
So here we go, down to McNair. McNair on Pride, takes a few dribbles, fades away, and misses from the baseline.
You see the fist pump there from Pride. Knew what a big deal it was to get that stop.
Defense for Rose-Hulman has come up huge. And now with a minute left, Hanover will start to play the foul game.
And if you're going to do it, Studemeyer, 65% free throw shooter. Not going to be at the line now.
Cole Pride catches, and he's fouled. So one more foul to give. Or actually, that does send Pride to the line. So a 1-and-1 for Cole Pride. He's a 70% free throw shooter. He's got 18 points today. Here's the 1-and-1, and he misses off the left. So under 60 seconds now, 7-point game. Alexander, strong, back to Harold. Harold, top of the key, misses right. Studemeyer grabs the miss. And Walls fouls him.
And you did say it earlier, this Rose-Hulman team, this isn't their best strength, is free throw shooting. So if you're John Miller, of course you're going to start fouling, earlier maybe than you otherwise would, because you hope that some of these guys are going to gift you possessions.
Studemeyer struggled 0 of 5 from the field. But he buries the first free throw to make it an 8-point game. Studemeyer tonight, while he hasn't hit a field goal, 6 rebounds and 3 assists.
Just a leadership presence, too, about him, I think. There's a reason that Sales plays him so many minutes, and it's not his ability to score.
9-point game. Running out of daylight. Gatlin flying to the rim. He is some athlete. So here's that press. They're going to need a turnover. 50-50 to Schmitz, and he's fouled before he can catch it. William Harold charged with the foul. So free throws to come for Joey Schmitz, who's got 12 second half points, 16 on the afternoon. $18 points, rather. And he goes 2 for 2. And that could do it. Back to a 9-point game. Hanover throwing up a prayer, and it misses. Pride flies in for the board. And no shot clock anymore. As Studemeyer is fouled, and that should do it. The Engineers are going to hang on their home floor and probably advance to the semifinals if they can hang on for the final 27 seconds. Double bonus now, so 2 free throws for Stoudemire. Wide left on the first one. Stoudemire, 65% free throw shooter. 1 for 3 today. And he knocks down the second. 10-point game. Hanover looking for anything. It's Harold in the corner. He misses. Savovich the rebound. And Hanover still going to foul. What a game this was for Rose-Hulman to beat the same team 3 times in one season. The Engineers were ranked in the preseason poll at number 2 in the conference. And there's the junior, Daniel Savovich, who's played so well for Rose-Hulman. He started every game this year. He was an every game starter last year, and he knocked down both free throws. The upperclassmen doing a great job in an elimination game. Cole Pride with those 20 points. Here's Gatlin for 3. Gatlin hit another 3. And Hanover not going to foul, and that's going to be your final score. The Engineers win it at home, 71-62 over Hanover. Rose-Hulman will advance to the semifinals in the HCAC tournament. Rose-Hulman improves to 17-9 on the year, 14-5 in conference play, and a really good game altogether. A sluggish first half for Rose-Hulman. 30-29 was the score at halftime, but in the second half, the Engineers 41 second half points on 52% shooting, 10 of 13 also from the free throw line. So they saved their best basketball for when it mattered most, when it was time to win down the stretch. They answered, and they did it without Nate Smith, their team leader in assists, their team leader in steals. They did it all without him. And
Daniel Savovich was big early in this game when Rose-Hulman was struggling to score the basketball. I do have some scores from elsewhere in the HCAC. So Franklin and Mount St. Joe also started at 2 o'clock, whereas Trancey and Berea and Anderson and Bluffton started at 3. The latest score that I see, Franklin up big on Mount St. Joe, 75-49. Trancey up 30-18 on Berea, and Anderson 21-13 over Bluffton.
So all those games going on right now across the HCAC. Don't go anywhere, because Nick Sales is going to join the show for post-game coverage, a post-game interview with head coach Nick Sales as he advances to the semifinals. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a moment on RHIT.TV.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN, which means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Your business depends on quality, efficiency, and reliability. At Reynolds Farm Equipment, we help you stay ahead with John Deere commercial mowers built for performance. Whether you're maintaining parks, businesses, or neighborhood lawns, you need equipment that works as hard as you do. With expert service, flexible financing, and the best lineup of mowers in the industry, Reynolds keeps your operation running strong. Reynolds Farm Equipment, your local John Deere dealer since 1954.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Do you have the other women?
Big play here for Mount Vernon. Ertl looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw.
Boy, what a stick, huh?
Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen, skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive, floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30, block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there, and finally, somebody gets on the board.
Welcome back inside Holbert Arena, where the Rose-Hulman Fighting Engineers just took down the Hanover Panthers in the quarterfinals of the conference tournament. Rose-Hulman 71-62. I'm Charlie Harris with Chris Schumerth, and I'm hearing we have some scores across the HCAC.
So we got the women's side. So Anderson over Rose-Hulman 75-68. Transylvania over Hanover 70-48. And Franklin over Bluffton 83-59. There's a fourth game out there that we don't have a score yet for.
And then other games on the men's side starting to close down as well. And Nick Sales ready to join us for the post-game show, making his way up through the stands. And here he is. He'll be with us in just a few seconds. Hey, Coach. Congrats.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
We're now joined by Rose-Hulman head coach Nick Sales. Coach, thank you for joining the post-game show. And first of all, congratulations on the win here on the home floor against a tough team like Hanover. I mean, obviously you know it. You've beat them twice, but to beat a team 3 times is extremely hard. For you, you're awfully comfortable with how they play. You've seen them several years now, but what was the key for you guys tonight, most important thing to come away with this?
Well, I started off with giving our guys advice from our head football coach, Coach Sokol. He said, everybody says it's hard to beat a team 3 times, but it also is hard to beat a team you haven't beat. Okay? And so I took that quote and made sure our guys stayed confident. But our key, man, we had 2 great days of prep, and our guys got finals starting next week, so I wanted to make sure they were worried about the game today. I thought we battled some adversity today. We had that 10-point lead late, and then they made some plays, but then we had some guys make some big shots, and it was fun. And defensively, I thought we did a good job down the stretch.
What can you say about your team? You guys came out fiery in that second half, 41 points the second half. Joey Schmitz came alive. Gentili with huge timely shots. Cole Pride, I don't know how he hit 5 threes. He hit 3 threes today, but yeah. So when you go up 10, you're up 10 for a 4 or 5 minute stretch there, and then Hanover just kept clawing back. Yeah. They just kept going on runs. They kept fighting. But what can you say about your group of guys to withstand their run and really keep the pace for the final 4 minutes?
I got a resilient group with a bunch of guys that can make plays. And as long as we're selfless in the right place, hit us in the face. Now we also hit some tough shots. But I just think our group, we've learned from the 3 home losses that we had, where we had leads and end up giving them away. And that's what those games are for, man. You learn from them, and our guys learn from them. And tonight they were tough enough to finish it out.
For you guys on defense, Malachi McNair, obviously the conference leader in rebounds and field goal percentage, but your guys' job on him tonight, the second half, he ended up fouling out tonight, but he was pretty quiet in that second half. But how important was that for you to try to limit his stuff?
It was a main goal of ours. He's shooting a very high percentage. He doesn't miss much. He has great hands. He's a really good rebounder. But I thought our guards on the perimeter did a good job of ball pressuring, and I thought our post guys did a good job of not allowing anything easy for him. And so we wanted to stay down between him and the basket, and we made him take some tough shots, and I thought they did a phenomenal job today.
So now you head to the semifinals. What can you take from this game that you want to improve upon? I mean, you guys showed up big the second half. You made shots when it mattered. You got the stops when you really needed to pull away. But what is something that you think you guys can still build on to try to win this thing?
I think consistency offensively. I thought we wasted a couple of possessions with some shots that we don't want to take. But the good thing for us, we lead the league in defensive points per game.
Mm-hmm.
Defense travels. And so as long as we continue to guard, we'll give ourselves a chance, but we just can't waste possessions offensively.
I see. Coach, congratulations on the win over Hanover, and thank you for joining the postgame show, and good luck in the semifinals and hopefully the championship round. So thank you.
Thank you guys for all you do. You guys do a great job, and we appreciate you. And our fans, our recruits, they love watching and tuning into you guys, and we can't thank you guys enough for what you do.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
That'll do it from Holbert Arena. The Engineers take it 71-62. Thank you all for watching, and have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone.